Morning, yo. Good morning to your family. Hey, welcome to another Grits and Grams family reunion. A Grits and Grams family reunion where we are uplifting, we are motivating, we are encouraging, we are operating, we are executing. Family, talking about that crazy faith. That's what I know, that's what I do. That's what you know, that's what you do. You know what? We're going to do it together, family. I am your co-host, Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, River City Blues Realty.
She ain't ready today, family. She ain't ready with my long introductions. Hey, family, January the 31st, 2024. June, we ain't got but 336 days left. What is we gonna do?
Enjoy it, live our best, crazy faith, fire 100 plus landlords.
100 plus landlords?
Do you want me to go on?
Man, family, we ready to do this thing. It is exciting. This is the last day of January. As of midnight tonight, this day goes in the record books as complete. What did you do with it? You know, because family, next January 31st, it ain't a promise. It's a hope. It's a need. It's a desire, but it ain't a promise. Each and every day is full of crazy faith.
I would say most of January I did do deliberate acts.
Deliberate acts?
It was hard. But
So name some of the deliberate acts that you did, June.
worked out.
Okay. All right. That's definitely deliberate.
Yes. I picked up a book. Started reading. You see, what else did I do? I went to bed early. So I made sure I definitely got my rest in.
You know, June, the amazing thing about reading is you kind of got to do what we talked about yesterday. When it comes to reading, you gotta sit your butt down and be still to read. You know,
Yes.
and reading is not hard. The discipline of reading is what's hard. You know, speaking for myself anyway. You know, I like to read, and I can read articles, but it's something about being still and holding that book that really makes me have to really buckle down and make sure I'm absorbing what I'm reading. You know, June, do you ever read and you read a whole chapter, but you didn't really take in what you read?
Yes, that's what I mean. And sometimes I had to go back and reread it again.
Exactly.
To really understand it. Sometimes I have this thing on my phone which I cheat sometimes. It will read for me. You take a picture of the page and it will read for you. Yeah,
It is cheating.
Yeah, it is.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant too. But again, family, crazy faith. Each and every day is an opportunity to prepare for the next day. And the next day, and the next day. Each and every day is incremental improvements. That's the blessing, family. The blessing is each day I get to do a little bit better than yesterday. Each day it's like a set of Legos. You know, June, you just stack one on top of another, and before you know it, you have an image, you have an object.
Yeah, my life is. What's that game that we have? Is it Jenga?
Yeah, with the blocks. Yeah.
My life had been definitely like Jenga, where it's just like you carefully trying to stack blocks and take stuff out that doesn't belong.
Yeah, without it all crashing down.
Yes.
But family, that's what each and every day is about. Each and every day is about adding or removing or gently sliding just one block, one piece of the puzzle. I need to move it from the left side to the right side.
Yeah.
Without capsizing the boat. You know, I need to do this or do that so that everything doesn't fall apart. You know, family, what I love about this is that this daily blessing is it starts fresh. It's a brand new game each and every day. Someone gave us good morning. That came from Tracy Jackson. Good morning, Tracy Jackson.
Yes, good morning, Tracy.
I have no idea what happened yesterday. Nobody was coming through, but this morning is much better.
Good.
But again, Tracy, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for lifting June and I up in that crazy faith. Family, we're doing this together each and every day. So, June, you probably want to know what we're going to talk about today.
Actually, I was going to ask you, how can we help other people's lives not be like Jenga?
Life is Jenga.
Oh my gosh.
It is,
But
family.
it's not just us, it's just people are pulling us in different directions, taking pieces out of us, putting pieces in.
Where they don't belong.
Yeah.
Yes, that is life. That is life. People poke, people pull, people try to design us. That's the part that gets me, June.
Yeah.
Somebody else is designing my life for me.
Yeah, shape you into what they want you to be.
That ain't right, family. That's just wrong. So again, June, I have to ask the question. And Tracy, I have to ask the question right here, family. What's more valuable, the lesson or the blessing? I really want us to think about this, family. What's more vital? Learning the lesson or receiving the blessing? Or which one is more motivating? Which one will take you further? Because they're both important and we desire both. We need both. But if we absolutely positively had to put one on top of the other, or the other on top of the one, what would your choice be, June? The lesson or the blessing?
You know, this like surprised you. You gave me a chance to think about it, and my first reaction was the blessing, the blessing. Of course, a blessing. Everybody wants a gift of a blessing, but you know what? I'm going to change to the lesson because I think in the lesson you always get a blessing.
But there's always a blessing that you even got the lesson. Tracy, what do you think, Tracy? Which one is more important, more desired? The lesson or the blessing? Okay, so Tracy says learning the lesson.
Yeah.
Learning the lesson. You know, because if I learn the lesson, let's take this. Let's just take this for a minute. Why? Why is the lesson more important than the blessing?
All right, let me use an analogy here. All right,
Sure.
So, you know, there's nothing wrong. Let me say that. Nothing
Right.
wrong with it. So there's a lot of individuals that are rich, right?
Yeah.
And they give money to all these different organizations and everything, and that's a blessing.
It is.
That they received it, but they haven't necessarily learned a lesson. The reason why they're doing it, some of them, is for tax purposes, write off whatever, or just to feel
Okay.
good.
All
But they
right.
haven't
Okay.
learned the lesson. So if you're the person receiving that blessing, then you know you've gone through whatever it is, maybe homelessness or whatever. So there's a lesson in everything that you've gone through. You've learned what it's like to struggle, and then you've received a blessing from the struggle that you've gone through. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. It does.
So that's why I say the lesson rather
You say
than
the
blessing.
lesson is more, but would we be willing to accept the lesson if we didn't have the expectation of a blessing at the end of it? I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Using June's analogy. Mm-hmm. It's time to eat dinner.
Yeah.
I got a plate full of Brussels sprouts. And I got strawberry shortcake. Which one do you think I want to have, June?
Oh, you'll definitely go through the strawberry shortcake.
Right.
No doubt.
Because no one should ever be forced to eat Brussels sprouts.
I like Brussels
Oh
sprouts.
my God, it's so nasty. So again, but the Brussels sprouts has the nutrients.
Yeah.
But the strawberry shortcake, it's got strawberries and shortcake. You know? So again, family, we got to decide for yourself. Is it the lesson or is it the blessing? Which one is more desirable for you? If I learn the lesson, then can I multiply the blessings? Tracy said, you learn to appreciate your blessings more and value them more. Yes, see, you and June are hitting the nail right on the head
Yeah.
today. I learned to appreciate the blessings more when I value them more from the lessons. Easy
From the
as-
lessons, yeah, the
Yeah.
stuff that you have.
Yes.
Because, you know, when you're younger, you just really, you want to make that money.
Yes,
as,
yes.
as my son said, I just want to
That's
make
right.
money. I want college to be over so I can go out there and
Yeah,
make money.
he's all about the money, man.
Exactly. But I was like, no, just learn the lessons. Like, you know, I was like, maybe you can make some money while you're in college. You know what I mean? Just figure out a way of doing it.
Yeah.
So he's decided to cut hair, like on the side, and that's what he's doing. He's cutting hair, and you know, slowly. I mean, they may give him like $5. It's not like a huge amount of money, but it's still crafting another skill.
It is.
You know what I mean? And I think that's a good lesson for him.
But
Take your time.
It's a good lesson. Now, I gotta go south for y'all. Just for some, you know me. I gotta be devil's advocate because we are executing that crazy faith. Does sometimes the blessing cut off the lesson? Okay, All right, family, feel what I'm saying. Sometimes when I start doing good, do I forget to learn the rest of the lesson? Give you a case in point. A young man, he's in college, he starts cutting hair, he starts making money. Does the lesson, does the education part become less important than making the money? Because when the money starts to flow, we either feel like we've arrived or we know everything we need to know, so we might cut short the lesson.
As long as he doesn't increase the prices. If he keeps it just low and just every now and again kind of thing.
No, but June, it's it's still the same deal. Sometimes the blessing can curtail the lesson if we misinterpret the blessing. See, when we get a lesson, somebody else is teaching us. They're instructing us A, B, C, and D. All we need to do is listen, interpret, and then execute. But when we get the blessing, you know what, June? Then we're left up to our own will-being, our own willpower, our own understanding. So I did this and I got this. Well, I'm going to use it for this, this, and this, even though it might not be what the lesson was teaching me how to use it. And it's tough, June. We all do it. Have you ever been taught a lesson, June, and then have to be taught the lesson again and again and again?
Yes.
Yeah, we all do. Human nature. It's that human being in us.
Yeah. I mean, I can go back to me trying to buy a home,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
was about, $40,000 in debt,
Yes.
2 car notes,
Yes.
plus 11 credit cards. And for me, I went ahead and filed bankruptcy. I don't mind putting my business out there. And still, after 2 years of going through bankruptcy and becoming ready to buy a house now, I went and charged up my accounts.
Yes. And like Tracy just says, but when that happens, you repeat the lesson.
Yes. So that delayed me even more.
Yes.
I mean, I finally
Yes.
did it, was able to negotiate it down, but sometimes you go through the lesson and the lesson's hard and you get, a solution to it. And you're right, you do forget. And you go back into it because it's instant gratification. It was so easy.
I don't think we forget, June. Good morning, Gwen Murphy. Good morning, number 3. June, I don't necessarily, and I'm not, June, we're all individuals. I don't think we forget the lesson. I think we misinterpret the blessing. Because now you paid off your debts. You got a loan, you consolidated your bills, and now is the blessing being bill free? Well, if you interpret it as that, you know what? I am debt free.
Yeah.
I've taken 10 credit cards and I've conduced 10 credit card payment down into 1 credit card payment. So is that my blessing? The fact that I now have 1 credit card? Well, if you interpreted it as that, then yes, you're going to go right back out there and do what most people do, June. Reestablish all of the debt yet again. Okay. Gwen Murphy, this morning we talking about what's more important, the lesson or the blessing. Please feel free to share your story. Gwen's been blessed, June. When you say, Gwen's learned some lessons.
Oh, yeah.
And she certainly has received some blessings. But family, we need less. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. But sometimes we need lessons on how to accept and implement a blessing, or we do it the wrong way. If you leave me to my own skill set, man, I always say I can talk myself into anything and I can talk myself out of anything. And I'll be the first one to get a blessing and use it all wrong.
So what's the solution, Smitty?
I don't know. That's just it.
No, you can't have this deep conversation and not give a solution.
Because everybody's different.
So is the solution what you taught yesterday? Be still.
Well, that's
like get your blessing and just take a minute, step back, and figure out, pray about it. What to do with this blessing.
That's the only thing that I suggest you do. Sit your butt down and be still. That's it, family. I got to do that to learn the lesson, and I got to do that to learn the blessing. And Gwen says, blessed to learn from the lesson.
Remember back in the day when we were able to get a really nice big fat tax return at the end of the year, and then the taxes changed. But I was getting, as a single parent, I was getting a nice little lump sum from Uncle Sam, let's say. But I use that money to pay off my bills and, just catch up.
Yeah.
And then I'll go right back into the rest of the year.
So
And then again, and that's what, when you said, did you ever use your blessing and have to be taught again? Yes, numerous times.
Absolutely.
Numerous times.
Numerous times. So again, Tracy said it's different for everyone, the solution to the question. But June, you brought up taxes because I was going to bring that up myself. Family. The lesson is I'm going to save money each year. Well, I failed that lesson, but you know why I failed that lesson? Because I know I'm going to get a lump sum of money in February, March, and I interpret that as being the blessing. So June, what do I do when as a part of getting my blessings? I go for a tax return advance. I go for a tax return loan. June, I'm giving up some of my blessing because I can't sit still and wait to get the whole check.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give away bits and pieces of it just to get it.
Or you do what, a rapid refund?
Rapid refund loan. Yeah. Family, that's crazy.
It's only $600, Smitty.
I know it. So I'm going to give up, but June, I'm going to give up $600 to get $3,000 faster. No, family, no, we're not doing that. See, we haven't learned the lesson and we're not really getting the full blessing. Okay, family? See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm getting the lesson, but am I taking advantage of the full blessing of getting everything that's due me? Because the next question is, thank you, Tracy. Tracy says 100%. When I take the lesson, am I due or guaranteed the blessing? Good morning, KJ. River City Blues Realty in the house. This morning, KJ, we talking about what's more important, the lesson or the blessing. So, June, if I take the time to learn the lesson, am I owed a blessing? What do y'all think about that?
No.
But I learned the lesson.
That's right. And that's all it was a lesson. I don't think you're due or you have to receive a blessing from every lesson.
What do you think, KJ? What do you think, Gwen? If I take the time to learn the lesson, does that qualify me for the blessing? What do y'all think? Because see, I think it does. But we all think differently. Now, can I demand a blessing? No. Here's an example. If I spend 4 years, I'm sorry, let me be honest with y'all. If I spend 5 years earning a 4-year degree from VCU, can I expect a return on that investment? Can I expect that blessing? Gwen says yes. Yes, you can. See, family? And
well, the word you used was due, like
due.
Demand.
No, due, demand. No, is it due? I don't demand it till it's late.
Okay.
but is my blessing due based upon the lessons that I've learned? And Kimmy says not necessarily. I think the lesson was the blessing itself, and that's the dilemma, Kimmy. We gotta break that down for us individually, because how else can we execute and learn? So again, Gwen Murphy Johnson, how much time did we spend at that dining room table focusing on algebra? June, Gwen and I, we used to be study buddies. Man, we would kill ourselves on that algebra. I sit at that dining room table for hours learning that stuff that we have never, ever used since then. Why would anybody make me learn the Pythagorean theorem? Why would anyone make me know how to divide exponentials?
I don't know why anyone would make you say those words. Oh my goodness.
I know it, family. It was craziness.
Like Liam.
Why do I need to know how to add, subtract, and fractions? Oh my! And if I hear any more about X and Y, family, but I had to go through it. So, where was my blessing in learning that lesson? See, I feel cheated from that respect, June.
You got your degree.
But I don't know. I don't know. Gwen Murphy Johnson, what about you? Was going through all those algebra classes, learning that lesson, did you get a blessing from it? You know, family? And
it depends on how you use it,
Yeah,
because
it does.
Could you explain it now to your grandchild?
Yes.
So-
And that explanation is sit your ass down and do the work.
So there's
You
the
know?
blessing and there's the lesson. You know, you may have not been able to use it in your career,
Exactly.
but you're able to use it in your life to say, hey, you need to buckle down now, because when you go to college, you're going to have to know the Pythagorean
Yeah, that too.
theory.
Okay.
So there's the lesson.
Kimmy came back. No, you carried over the half stuff till today. You can cut and measure and build stuff today. But I never use fractions to do it. Well, actually, I do, Kimmy. Yeah, I do. So again, family, there is a lesson in the blessing. You know, but Kimmy, I've never used Pythagorean theorem. That's for sure. I want y'all to know that. But again, family, it is the human condition. What's of more value to me, the lesson or the blessing? Which one can I interpret and execute upon to get me where I want to be? Which one allows me to put more positive, notice I said positive energy in the universe? Because family, I promise you, as Gwen Murphy Johnson always says, I most promise you that when I put good energy in the universe runs it through the Pythagorean theorem, and twice the energy comes back. Family, I promise you, the universe will square your energy. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. But 4 squared is 16. I want y'all to get that. See, I'm dropping some math on y'all. I'm going to make y'all suffer. The lesson is understanding the power in this universe. We are all interconnected, family. I'm not going to geek out on y'all, but we are interconnected. 4 times 4 is 16.
But you know, sometimes a blessing or the lesson is not for you, but it's for you to go through so you can help someone else.
Sometimes it is. That's the way I got to view algebra.
So as a result, you may not get the blessing even though you went through the lesson.
And Gwen said to the third power. I can't do to the third power, Gwen. All I can do is to the second power. Gwen's more advanced than me. 2 to the second power is what? What's 6 to the second power? 36. Family. Feel that. So what's 6 to the third power? See, we're going to get all into this now. See, Gwen Murphy Johnson showing off. Gwen, your algebra is showing.
Hide that thing. Cover that up.
Cover that up.
Have some decency,
Oh
lady.
my God, you're a married woman. Hey, family, look here. We're a little bit over. Preach nothing. Tracy says preach. But again, family, today is going to be full of lessons and blessings. And we just got to take time. We got to be still. Let's not be so busy running around in every direction that we are actually pushing the lessons away. Let's sit still. Let's dare to sit still and interpret as best we can the lesson of the day or the blessings in the day. All right, family? Remember, the more we thrash around, the more we're pushing stuff away. The more we thrash around, the more noise we make in the water. That's when we attract sharks. Okay? So you know what we're going to do? We're going to sit still. We're going to be calm within ourselves. And we're going to learn. We're going to interpret. We're going to execute. And then we're going to enjoy. And you get to decide, is your day greater of lessons or blessings? Family, either way, don't scare them away, okay? Hey, family, we went a little bit over today. We only went over by 14 minutes. But I appreciate y'all. KJ, I want you to have a blessed day. Tracy Jackson, girl, great day has already been promised to you. It's just a matter of what you want to do with it. Gwen Murphy Johnson, I'm still waiting on that answer, Gwen. What is 6 to the third power, since you know so much? She went invoking algebra all up in our Grits and Grants 15. Man, it'd be Grits and Grants 15 squared from now on. Oh, you know what? I like that, June. Grits and Grants 15 squared. Have a wonderful Wednesday, everyone, and be a blessing today to someone else. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here I am. I'm just having fun. But look here, family. Look at that. Boom. We had another closing. We're up to number 5. June, we started January 1st, but how many?
0.
0.
And January 2nd, 0.
Zero.
And 3rd, 0.
Gwen finally gave me an answer. She probably ran out to her car and got her abacus. You know what abacus is, don't you?
I do not, but
Oh
again,
my
I need you
God.
guys to stop
Oh my
cussing.
God. But again, family, 5. See, that's that crazy faith, family. Thank you, Tracy. That's that crazy faith and believing and just knowing and being still and just doing the things you're supposed to do and know the lesson of when I'm supposed to do them.
And who accomplished those?
Gwen Murphy Johnson's responsible for 3 of them herself.
Woohoo!
The girl's on a roll. Family.
And the 4th and 5th was
Amani.
awesome.
and
Good job, Amani.
And then June, you had one too. Family, as a company, you know, I love the saying, we are small in numbers, but we're immeasurable strength and determination and drive. And energy, family. Energy squared. Energy, 1 comes in, 4 goes out. All right, family, look here. We got to wrap this up, June Smith. We ain't got all day. Hey, look, we gave you anything of value. Please share with your friends and family. We got to let you folks go. I am Smitty Smith.
And I am June Smith, River City Blues Realty.
Family, we love y'all. We look forward to sharing with you again tomorrow. June said, Smitty, don't you ever do anything with that many initials again that you get wrong. I led y'all down the path of ruin yesterday.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
All right, Tracy says, I would have loved to join your team. Well, why don't you, Tracy? Come on, we're gonna get it done. Tracy, give me a call. There's room here. We are a very, very, very close-knit group of realtors. And that's why we call it our River City Blues Realty family.
Yes.
All right? It ain't never too late, sister. There's a lesson in the blessing. All right? Bring something to the table for everyone to grow from. Because when we reach out to everyone reaches back out to us. Look here, family. I gots to go.
So do I.
Deuces.
Peace.